Hello again. Have you ever found the perfect gift for someone, but you couldn't afford it? That's the main problem of our two main characters in Emmet Otter's Jugband Christmas. The story focuses on Emmet and his mother Alice. They get by in their small community of River Bottom by doing chores and odd jobs for folks, and that's enough to scrape by. But, as it does, year after year, Christmas is coming back around, and both of them want to showcase their love for each other by getting the perfect gift for the other. Now, the mother wants to buy a fancy guitar with a mother-of-pearl inlay for her son, and the son wants to at least put a down payment on a used piano for his mother, who hasn't been able to indulge in her musical gifts because, well, times are hard. Not only are times hard, but unfortunately for these characters, they're also having to deal with the loss of their husband and father. We don't know exactly when he passes away, but we can tell just by the dialogue that that's a fresh wound. Now, they have a goal in mind as far as like the gifts, the guitar and the piano. But, well, when things are tight, how are you going to do that? The story provides a way. In the not too distant future, coming up to the end, around about Christmas time, there's going to be a talent show. And the first prize is going to be $50 cash. Now that they have a way to get the gifts that they want for the other, now they just need to develop an act. The main appeal of this special is the music. The music was arranged by Paul Williams, who was a constant collaborator and music arranger for Jim Henson Productions. And he mentions in several interviews how the music for this was inspired pretty much directly from his experiences in his community as a kid growing up. It's very country-esque, it's very folksy, but I think something that sets it apart is just the beauty in the lyrics. Now, coming up to the talent show, Emmet gets a jug band together, and the mom, she has made some arrangements, at least for one of the better songs in her repertoire. The thing is that the talent show, well, it has to be a show. It has to be a kind of semi-flashy, setup. Well, Emmet himself doesn't really have any worthwhile instruments, so he has to make one by putting a hole in his mother's wash tub. This wouldn't be so much of an issue if, Alice wasn't a laundry woman as her main source of income, for the household. And Alice takes it upon herself like, well, it's not just the song that's gonna get me first place. I have to look, at least semi-professional. So what she does is she pawns off Emmet's tool set. And Emmet needs his tool set in order to do odd jobs around the town, to provide for the household. So, unbeknownst to each other, they have to sacrifice some of the most important components in their lives to hopefully get these elusive gifts. Not only that, but there is a third set of characters, the River Bottom boys, that are just your typical no-good-nicks. But they still provide a real decent rivalry for our two main characters. And who's going to win the contest? Who's going to win the prize? And if you win the prize, well, someone is still at a loss. So what are we to do with this? Well, who wins ultimately? Well, watch the special and find out. This movie was one of my favorites growing up, and I've always been very musically inclined, and it's just the lyrics by Paul Williams that they really emphasize togetherness, innocence, and just loving each other. And you have this gift of the Magi scenario with the mother and the son trying to please the other, you know. But unfortunately, the price for these gifts is going to be a sacrifice on the other. So even though their hearts are in the right place, unfortunately, both of them risk disappointing or maybe even hurting the other. So I'm not going to give it away. This is not going to be a spoiler review, but this is my favorite Muppet Christmas special. The songs in this, as I said, are the main appeal, and there's particularly one song. It's called In Our World. And the lyrics are so beautiful in this. When my brother and I were growing up, you know, we would just stop making noise. When you have this character of the mother go out on stage, and when it's her turn to do her act, it seems like there's this silent dignity, and then she just starts singing these beautiful words. And when you can get like little kids to just like settle down for like 5 minutes just to hear this, you know, this beautiful piece of music, yeah, there's something special about that. Please do yourself a favor, watch this, add it to your holiday catalog, and I know you'll enjoy it. Emmet Otter's Jugband Christmas, a wonderful, beautiful addition to the Muppet Christmas catalog, and my personal favorite. Thank you very much for joining me, and if you made it to the very end of this video, you are a champ, as always. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time on Movie Ninja.